How would classical composers cover the hit song Flowers by Miley Cyrus? We are going to find that out in this video, and in the process, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to take a single idea and transform it into completely different styles. I have 5 classical composers to use as examples, with the last one being my personal favorite. So I don't think I am cool enough to buy myself flowers, but I can analyze music. So let's do that with the song first. When I first heard the song, it really reminded me of a modern pop rock country version of I Will Survive. Listen to how well they mash up together. I can buy myself flowers, write my name in sand. At its core, the music really isn't that original. It uses very simple chords, a very common song structure, and a very basic melody. This is nothing new. So much music at its core is very basic. It's really about what's added on top. For this song, firstly, the message is so strong that it's quickly become an anthem for self-empowerment and independence. Also, it has a very catchy and singable hook, and the production quality is of course very high. Miley Cyrus's voice is so recognizably unique, and it really stands out from the rest of the crowd. Now, just like how all of these elements come together to create something much more than what the song was at its very core, I'm going to show you how classical music isn't all that different. Allow me to demonstrate as I impersonate 5 classical composers using the same DNA extracted from the song Flowers. Let's start with Ludwig van Beethoven. He's used to using simple motives. And what I love about his music is that it's full of twists and turns, and the drama level is always very high. Next, Frederick Chopin, sort of the mascot when it comes to piano music. And of course, he loves his dances in 3, and that is why I'm going to start off with this left-hand accompaniment. Instead of playing just straightforward lines like, he will oftentimes expand this using arpeggios and embellishments. It's kind of like lacing. It adds a little more color and frilly stuff. Next is a composer that Chopin was very much influenced by, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. His music relies so much on inflection. Is it a question? Or is it an answer? I'm not going to dig into the keys as much, and instead I'm going to use a lighter touch. Next, we're gonna go a little further back in history for Domenico Scarlatti. Like a lot of clothing and architecture of this time, the music was also very elaborate. And Scarlatti really played this up, especially for his keyboard works. And last but not least, Sergei Rachmaninoff. I really love his music because it's brooding and full of intensity. He decorates a lot of his underlying material with beautiful weaving lines and thick chords. To a chord like this, he will turn it into... And whenever I can, instead of just landing on a chord like this, I'm going to add in a momentary outburst. And as you can hear, there's a lot of tension added by chromatic notes. There's obviously so much more that goes into making music than my examples, and if you're interested in digging a bit deeper, do check out my book, Elements of Music. There's a bunch of material on there that will help get your music theory knowledge up to speed. If there's a song that you want me to cover, do let me know in the comments. A special thank you to my patrons on Patreon, and I will see you all in the next video.